Peace, and welcome to another episode of the Grown Man Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Baif Nuruddin, and thank you. I promised this season one that at the top of every show, I would just show gratitude for everybody who decides to press play. You could be anywhere on anybody's platform, and you're here with me on mine, and I really do appreciate that. Shout to Hove. Season 2 is underway, and this time I wanted to see a lot more wisdom from the generation before mine, because I feel like my generation was the bridge from old school rules to new school rules, right? And I feel like old school rules actually are a lot more valuable in this time and space that we're in, especially considering that there's a lot of Wild Wild West activity happening. And today's guest is somebody who really has carved a special place in my sphere of influence just because of who he is as a man, his character, who he is as a businessman, who he is as a father. And I just wanted to share my platform with somebody like him just because I feel like it's necessary. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my guy, Mr. Jason Wallace. What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, I can't complain. We're doing round 2 right now.
I see. Hey, but this is what we do.
Absolutely.
This is how we do it.
So, first question off the bat, I like to ask, when you hear the phrase grown man shift, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Yeah. So, first thing that comes to my mind is grown man shit, right?
Absolutely.
And grown man shit to me in my generation was no excuses, right? Step up, be a father, be a husband, be a leader in the community. Just all be a teacher, be an influencer, and just lead by example. And a lot of times, it's not sweet, it's not pretty, it may go unrecognized. But there's a lot of grown man shit that we got to take care of on a regular basis, right? Every day.
That's a fact.
So pick yourself up, dust yourself off, each one teach one, and and let's unite, as a community.
That's what's up. So interesting how you listed that off. What was your, like, where did you get that? How did that get seated in your sphere of attention? Like, who gave you that? Where did you get that from?
Yeah, so to me, I tap into the ancestors.
Okay.
Right? Meaning that, as you said, my generation's a little more seasoned.
Like that.
But when I look at it, and my father was born in 1927, right?
Man.
Was in the Second World War, came out of the Second World War, went back into the Korean War, came out as a GI. United States issued a GI Bill that did not apply to him or black men.
Yeah.
Segregated army, limited access to financial resources, redlining and real estate, all of those things. Now, I'm born in 65.
Okay.
Right? And he was that guy for me, right? I didn't know how poor we were, right? But we didn't have money.
Yeah.
But what we had was respect, dignity, community, and tough love, right?
Yeah.
Responsibility, grow up, quick, understand, get your ass to school, get your ass home, cook your own meals. This is what's going on the table. If you don't like it, so be it, right? Take your ass to bed hungry. But now we didn't go to bed hungry, but it's like, listen, if this is what dinner is, if dinner is French fries a day, dinner is French fries and pancakes.
Understood.
Right? So, and, my mom was mom, right? So I was blessed to have 2-parent home, blue-collar work ethic. And when I look at my life, and I joined the Navy as well, so I'm a United States veteran.
Oh, man. Thank you for the service.
Yeah, no doubt. But to know what he went through in his generation, I can't come up with no excuses, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got no reason.
I ain't fighting no damn career.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about segregated army.
Yeah.
He was one of the first blacks that was integrated into a white troop. They sent him over to Japan, and the white troop said that they didn't want no niggas.
Really?
Yeah, they sent him back. Then they went back and forth. So, but even coming into a situation where you're not wanted, you don't know if the enemy is going to shoot you or your own people are going to shoot you, right? Friendly fire.
Damn.
Exactly. Then come back, and now they got GI Bills. They sending white men to college. They giving them houses and loans for houses in areas. We lived in the black side of town.
Yeah.
So, my point is I ain't got no excuse. Even on my worst day.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Yesterday, last week, man, I don't have no reason to have no excuses and no complaints and not feeling sorry for myself, because that generation went through a lot of turmoil.
Yeah.
So,
man, it's always interesting because my pops was in the same class.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. And it's interesting that in my generation, we're afforded the conversations about therapy and feelings and emotions and things like that. And I think a lot of times acknowledging the fact that we have feelings, the fact that we have emotions, the fact that we have fears and things like that, I think the line gets muddled sometimes between the affliction of these things, these traumas, and the affect, like putting that energy of, I know you're fearful, I know you're sad, I know you're depressed, I know you have these things going, but you still gotta push. How have you not, I know you gave that example of, your dad being the type of guy that he was and the things he had to traverse through.
Yep.
How do you not lose the dog on your down days? How do you not lose the dog on those days where you feel like, you know what, fuck it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Serenity prayer, I wear it around my neck, right? Take care of the things you can take care of. Yeah. You gotta have faith, right? You gotta have some level of faith in a higher power. And for me, it's both faith and, again, the ancestors. So if all I have to do, and my dad just died 3 years ago, right? So, exactly. So it's like people talk about slavery as if it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It really was not that long time ago. It was only one generation. So if my dad was born in 27, his grandmother was late 1800s, right? Because his mom, right? That means his mom was born in the early 1910, I think she was.
Yeah.
You follow me? So her mom, 1800s.
Yeah.
So, and then you start talking about Jim Crow, and then all the things that is residual from that. So I just keep it real with myself about, at the end of the day, how's my health?
Yeah.
Right? And then what can I control, and what I can't control, I just do my best, and I leave it up to God, the universe, and the ancestors to know that they put a battery in my back. Like when I feel my mother, my dad, my brothers passed as well. So I'm actually the youngest of my family.
Yeah.
So all those babies out there, the youngest in the family, we didn't realize we signing up to bury everybody if everything goes in sequential order.
I know.
Right? I didn't know I signed up for that shit.
Yeah.
But now it's like just me and my sister left, and she's older than me too. I'm like, fuck, I didn't bury my mama, my daddy, my brother. I got buried my sister. Like,
yeah.
So when can I cry?
Yeah.
Right?
True.
And I do.
Yeah.
And I'll be in the shower, or I'll be driving, and it'll just hit me.
Yeah.
But then I realize they got me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They fucking got me.
Yeah.
And that just, literally the wind beneath my wings, a battery in my back, I feel invincible.
Yeah.
So even when I'm always going to be a little shy, a little scared.
Yeah.
Right? Because especially as an entrepreneur, as you know, like you sign that lease, that's a 10-year lease. You writing a check for $50,000.
Yeah.
Right? You buying assets, and because I'm in the restaurant space, so you can't open up a restaurant for less than $500,000. So, but when I start writing those checks and signing those leases and putting those personal guarantees on those businesses, and I'm stepping out on faith, I know I got the ancestors at my back, right? I know my mom, my dad, my brother, they with me.
Yeah.
So that's when I focus to say, okay, now what am I going to do for the next generation? Like what kind of example am I setting?
Yeah.
Like you and I met, you watch me, you never know who you were influencing.
Yeah, absolutely.
From afar, right? Because I had people that I looked at, and I stole a little bit from everybody.
Yeah.
I stole some from my uncle, my brothers, my cousins, right? My aunties, and even people that I just came in contact with.
Yeah.
So we steal a little bit from everyone, which makes us better.
Yeah.
And then at that point in time, it's like, all right, what's my obligation to my community, right? My kids, my neighbors, my block, my city, my county.
Yeah.
And then that's how we continue to grow and put it out there.
Yeah.
So
that's it's two things you said. Well, it's what you said about being the youngest and not knowing that you're signing up to bury everybody. And
right.
I heard something that was along that line, like one of the siblings, out of your siblings, somebody is not gonna have anybody at their funeral.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody is going to be at everybody's funeral.
Somebody's gonna be at everyone. Yep.
And I have 3 brothers.
Okay.
And I kid you not, it's the thing that I'm not afraid of death. I don't look at death as like this sentence of like eternal grief. I don't. The second part of that is I heard KRS-One say something, because you said you got your ancestors, they put the battery in your back. And KRS-One said that when your loved one passes, they pass because you need a certain amount of energy on the next part of your journey, and they relinquish the energy in order to aid you on yours.
Yep.
How often do you give reverence to your ancestors? Like, and how do you do it? Do you drive and you in the house one day and you say their name? Is it a picture that you have up that keeps it, top of mind? Like, how do you honor your ancestors?
I feel them. So as an entrepreneur, there's a couple of things we're blessed with, right? One is vision. 2 is tenacity.
Okay.
So like I literally will look at the clock and see, like you're just driving over here today, 6:15. That's my address. That's my mom's. That's my home address.
Oh, man.
Right? I wake up in the morning, I look at the clock, it'll be 6:15. Today, driving over here, it's 6:15.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, mom. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, mommy. Right?
Yeah.
I know you got me.
Yeah.
Sometimes in my crib, I actually see, I'll see visions. I'll see spirits.
Yeah.
Right? Look, something out the side of your eye. You just like, fuck was that?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, don't, I talk to him like, hey, come back. I need you. I need to know what I need
just
to do.
Jump out on.
Right. Yeah. Knock something off the wall. I'm not afraid of that either. I'm not afraid of death. I started talking to my father early on about it, because I needed to know, like, all right, what's my assignment? Tell me what you expect me to do. Yeah. Because my father was my idol. Yeah. Right? Then my American idol, for real. So it was like, so anyway, I reach out to them. I tap into them. Yeah. I look for them. I listen for them. I'm looking for signs. I see vision, right? So as you know, I can be driving around Newark, and even for years, when my kids was little, I'm like, man, this neighborhood, I don't see what other people see. Yeah. People been talking shit about Newark all my life, right? Yeah. When I bought my crib, 27 years old, why you buying Newark? Fuck you mean why I buying Newark? Yeah. Like, what you hearing about? Like, I ain't have no problem in Newark. Yeah. Right? So I see them, I reach out to them, and I welcome it. And a lot of times they're gonna give me confirmation, because I am stepping out on faith. Yeah. Money, I don't chase money, but money's very important to me.
Understood.
Because even in my business practice, I feel like if I'm creating jobs, I'm growing. So even in the restaurant game, like my goal is to create more jobs and open more restaurants.
Yeah.
Because if I'm doing that, by the nature of that means that I'm growing.
Yeah.
But if I'm hiring young black male and females, 18, 19 years old, from the city of Newark, in the city of Newark, like who's even giving them an interview?
Yeah.
Right?
Understood.
What kind of chances are they getting? So that's what God puts on my heart. That's my purpose.
Yeah.
And that's all the ancestors.
Yeah.
So when I know I can't meet PSE&G bill, or I might be a little short on my rent this month, or payroll is this Friday, I'm like, hopefully I got enough to cover payroll. I just know that the ancestors wouldn't bring me this far and leave me.
Yeah.
And if it's supposed to be my journey and it doesn't always work out, then I'm supposed to go through that too.
Understood. So it's literally the serenity.
It's literally the serenity and the ancestors and the blessings that my life ain't really bad, bro. You know, like I might be, you know, like my life is not bad at all. It hasn't been, you know, because we had that family unit, because we had that community.
Yeah.
And, you know, we grew up in an era where if I ran across any of my mother's friends, you know, in the street, straighten my ass up.
Hell
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Because they could put their hands on me. You know what I mean? They could.
And then
I go home. I'm gonna get more hands laid on me, right? So that's who I am. You know, times have changed.
Yeah.
But my responsibility and my commitment and my dedication to upholding that Wallace name means a lot, right?
Yeah,
Jimmy Wallace. You see, I say my whole fucking name every time, right? Even when my wife be like, "Yo, you think I don't know who you are?" It's Jason Wallace. Answer the phone. Jason Wallace. That's because my father said his whole name.
Yeah,
and that Wallace name meant a lot.
Yeah,
and carries a lot. So it means a lot to me how I represent it.
Understood.
And I put that same kind of peer pressure on my sons and my daughter. Like, yo, don't fuck this name. Like, this is big.
Change your
It's bigger than you.
Yeah,
it's bigger than you. You know what I mean? So carry it with pride and honor as a badge. And so that's how we got here. Man. We got a lot more work to do.
I hear you. How easy has it been to communicate that ideology to your kids, especially in this day and age where a lot of people feel like family values aren't really what they used to be?
Yeah.
How difficult or how easy has it been to pass the torch and communicate, no, I'm passing the torch and this is what is expected of you?
Yeah, it's been challenging because we're human, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a man.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not the same man I was when I was 25 and I was 35 and I'm 45, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you have different kids at different levels. So True. My oldest son kind of, they didn't, when we were young, they didn't know how, like when I went back to college, right? Yeah. There was a point when I had to sacrifice and get out of the workforce and then go to college to get my undergraduate degree. And I got my master's at like 50.
Really?
Right. So
Congrats, man.
Yeah. So it was like always dedicated and believed in education, formal education. So, but what ended up happening is your kids, you have them at different stages of your life.
Yeah. True.
And you're in different financial positions.
Facts. So
my oldest kind of, again, none of them knew when I was in college how, like at that time we had an oil tank. And I actually lived in Orange, and then for a little while I had an apartment in Orange, and then we moved back to Newark. But first apartment was over in Hooterville. Right, shout out Hooterville, right?
Hooterville,
South Orange Ave, 80 Grand Avenue, man. Back when it was the actual Velsburg High School.
Of course, yes.
Right. So, but what ends up happening is they experience you at different stages of maturity.
True.
And financial security or insecurity.
True.
And then now that they're 30, 31, 33, and 35, my daughter's 27, I think. I can't keep up, right?
Yeah. Once you pass 2, it's done once you pass 2. What's your name again?
And now like this, but just being around me and seeing that work ethic.
Yeah.
I think leading by example, and I take all that on, and having that adult peer pressure that I put on myself. Yeah. And paying respect to my father and the ancestors and the foundation that they gave me. Yeah. So yeah, I instill that in them, and I've been blessed as well with good boys, good sons. Yeah. Because you never know how your son's gonna grow up to turn out to grow up. So yeah. A lot of blessings, man. Yeah. A lot of blessings, but a lot of consistency.
Understood.
A lot of consistency, a lot of conversations, and just mentor, man. Yeah. Just like talk real. Yeah. I never knew what my dad's mortgage was. I didn't know how much money he made till I was grown. Yeah. My kids always knew how much money I made. Yeah. They know what the mortgage is. They know what the gas bill, light bill costs. Yeah. They know what the car insurance costs, right? Mm-hmm. And I did that deliberately because I needed them to understand what it's going to take for you to just be middle class. Yeah. Right?
Understood.
Right? Let alone if you have aspirations. Everybody's, I want to be rich. I want to be rich. Yeah. Never. And it's funny. My sons, and I told them a couple of years ago, and I used to tell them all the time, but they didn't believe me. I never said that I wanted to be a millionaire. Like that's like I never wanted to be rich. It's because I don't chase money. Yeah. But I'm not a millionaire, by the way. So let's just be clear on that. Yeah, yeah. But they were surprised because it's like, well, I want to give my sons everything. Yeah. I want my kids don't have to want for nothing. I'm like, well, I can tell you motherfuckers, that ain't my goal, right? Yeah. It's not my goal. Yeah. That you never have to work. Yeah. That I'm going to leave you everything. Nah. That my money is going to be your money. Yeah. I'm going to leave you a crib. We got a couple properties. Yeah. Right? I got a little money. Yeah. But it ain't my responsibility to leave each of y'all $300,000. Yeah.
Cushy life.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Because they don't build the muscle either.
Yeah, man.
When I think about the ideology of a trust fund baby, I feel like the reason why the trust fund baby always fucks up the money is because they weren't taught how to build that muscle to go out and get it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like, do I want my kids to have it easier than me? Yeah, that's the whole point. My point is to clear the brush so my kids have a easier path to walk. But you still got a path to walk.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely. No, they were surprised by that because he was like, man, that's messed up. I don't want my kids to have to do nothing, work for nothing. I'm like, you'll change. Yeah. And they, now 2 of them have kids, and they understand the importance of that type of ethics, work ethic. Yeah. And I call it adult peer pressure. Yeah. Because iron sharpens iron.
100%.
Yeah, I don't want no punk ass sons, man. I can't have no weak minded.
No, Dad, but I don't want to. Yeah, nah. I have 2 sons myself. So my oldest son is 24. He'll be 25 next year. My youngest son is 10. He'll actually be 11 on Friday. Okay. And like you said, the different stages of who I am in being a dad, being a person. When my oldest son came, it wasn't a plan. It was just like, hey, I missed my period. And it's like, well, what you want to do?
Right.
My youngest son, it was deliberate. Me and my wife got married. Yeah. We decided down to when she was going to get pregnant, how we wanted to bring him into the world. Nice. And I can tell you, the dog in me grew from my oldest to my youngest. My oldest, it was like my father was I don't want to say a victim of substance abuse because it ultimately is a choice. But my father was on dope. He was out here in the streets. He was robbing. He got his life together before he passed for sure. When my oldest son was born, coincidentally. Okay. So when my oldest son was born, my father kind of like kicked in.
Gotcha.
Never shitted on my dad because we all have our own path.
100%.
And at the end of the day, just because he's my father doesn't mean that he's devoid of being a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's still a person dealing with his own issues
Mm-hmm.
and own whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to my sons, I have a daughter too. She's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But my sons, I want them to have a certain level of straighten up your tie
Mm-hmm.
when you out in the world. Be a certain level of confidence when you out in the world.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like sharks smell blood in the water when they see a man that's not confident, especially a black man.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that it gotta be that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But no, I definitely understand. Now, when it comes to your daughter, are you the same? I know you said being consistent. Are you the same with your daughter, same with your sons, or is it slightly different when it comes to your daughter?
It's a little different.
Got you.
It's definitely a little different.
Okay.
She's my daughter, right? Yeah, I mean, it's still tough love.
Yeah.
There's still expectations there, but it's a lot more protection, right? It's a lot more thinking about what I say, how I say it, thinking about her feelings.
Yeah.
Like when I talk to my sons, like sometimes I don't give a fuck about your feelings, bro. I just, you know what I mean? But being a black woman in America, toughest job ever.
Yeah.
Right? Now let's talk about my mom, right? My dad was a nice guy. My mom was that, like, she was, like, bro, you start talking about spitting venom, that mouth, that tongue.
Yeah.
Woo, bro, like shit. I didn't even realize how much I was like her until I became a man.
Yeah.
Right? Meaning in terms of the tenacity, like the fearlessness.
Yeah.
The motherfucker in your, like that entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
That's my mom. Like, I'm a nice guy. I can be nice.
Yeah. Don't
cross me.
Yeah.
But when you do cross, that's June Wallace. Right? That's coming out.
Yeah.
That, I'm going to sign a lease. I'm going to spend all this money.
Yeah.
That's June Wallace.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So now, and she had sisters. So now I'm seeing what strong black women look like my whole life.
Yeah.
My whole life.
Yeah.
Right. So, and now I'm seeing my father who was more supportive of her, but like my mom was like, she kind of laid down the law pretty much.
Yeah.
And so, when it comes to my daughter, I'm going to protect.
Yeah.
I'm going to provide.
Yeah.
I'm going to do all that a little more than with my sons.
Got you.
So yeah, I'm a little more understanding about her emotions and her feelings and her plight, right? Because it's challenging, and she's younger, and these young guys, like, dudes come with their own baggage, man. Like,
it's a fact.
These niggas is insecure,
emotionally unbalanced.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll be meeting a new guy. I'm like, okay, hopefully this guy is not going to bring his insecurities and things onto my daughter's situation.
Yeah.
So I kind of stay out of it, as long as you don't put your hands on it, and, like, she got to learn how to deal with that.
Understood.
But, like you said, alcoholism and drugs and all these things that influence people, influence relationships, and then, where are they? So I'm definitely more my mom than my dad, but I'm more protective of my daughters in that sense of protection. She knows she can call me.
Yeah.
And I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I might be mad.
Yeah.
I may talk shit when I get there, but I'm coming first.
Facts.
I ain't asking no questions. I'm going to regulate shit, and then after the fact, I'm going to jump in your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So
how did you develop that duality, like, between your sons? I know you said you watched your mom and your aunts, but I'm sure with your dad being your hero, there was a certain level of expression that you may not have been able to express.
Yep.
How did you when did that space for you change where it was like, hold on, I can actually still be stern, command respect, so forth and so on, but I could also still lend an ear. I can be empathetic, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, what helped me was I matured as well.
Okay.
Because my temper was, when I was young, I was in the Navy, you know what I mean? I fought in the Navy. I actually boxed in the Navy as well.
You look like you punch somebody in the face.
Yeah, it's like, because my father was that guy that stood there and like, as long as you don't disrespect me, we good. But when you cross that line, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Right? My mother was the same way, but she was going to come with a whole lot more mouth. But my father wasn't going to say much.
Yeah.
He just was going to go in your mouth after
Boop,
he said,
bam.
bro, leave me alone. Bro, leave me alone. You might get that third, bro, leave me alone, but you might just catch one, right? So now as I mature, I realized that I did have anger management issues and still do. Like, I don't think I think we learn how to control whatever our vices are, whatever our weaknesses are.
Yeah, them triggers be something.
So definitely temper, anger is a problem that I've gotten a lot better with.
Yeah.
So when it come down to that, as I matured and I found myself in situations, I found out my temper was really just me kind of being immature, right? Right? It's like, you acting like a child. You throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah, as an adult.
And you 30. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
You feel me?
That's a fact. That's
right?
a fact.
You fucking 30 and you got mad at a job like I was a chef, right? So they was always telling us about black chefs. We just couldn't, they wouldn't give us the opportunity they was giving white chefs.
Yeah.
So when you come head to head with racism.
Yeah.
But how do you handle that? So in my early 30s, I want to fight.
Now, I'm not taking this shit.
Right. Fuck you. I'm walking out. So now I'm like, but I don't have a job now.
Yeah.
Like, how many times you gonna walk out and curse and show your ass?
Yeah.
And end up now you ain't got a paycheck coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you throwing a temper tantrum at 30, you're foolish.
Yeah.
So having to learn that process along the way while raising kids, while still growing myself. Was good. College helped me a lot.
Okay.
Took basic psychology, sociology, right here at Essex County College.
Nice. It's my motto.
Yeah, man, love Essex County College. Shout out ACC. I know people shit on it and talk, but
it's county college.
Go up there and get them less expensive credits.
100%.
Right, because it's the same credits, and you learn.
It's a fact.
I started when I took accounting, I took psychology and sociology. I started to understand how the brain works. Right? I'm dyslexic. So when I grew up in the early 70s, they didn't say you was dyslexic. Yeah. I just seen shit backwards. I struggled with reading, but I was good in math. Right? So now I get to college and I learned that the system wasn't teaching me the way that I needed to learn, because although I could read something, I had a problem with retention.
Understood.
Right?
Yeah.
So now you start talking about the ability to go to college and read, but now how do I retain it?
Yeah.
I got to read that shit like 5 fucking times. I got to hear myself say it. Back then we had cassettes. I literally used to record my notes and hear and listen to it in my fucking Walkman.
Yeah.
Right, with the big puffy earphones.
Yeah.
And I would sleep, because if I could remember the song to the Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah.
Right?
Makes
and
sense.
the chicken tastes like, I could remember assets, liabilities, owner's equity.
Yeah.
Right? Assets, cash, marketable securities, prepaid rent, insurance.
Yeah.
Right? A equals L plus OE.
Yeah.
Take it to the right? That's an algebraic equation.
Yeah.
If I move that L to the other side of that equal sign, it's a positive over here, becomes a negative.
Yeah.
Assets minus liabilities equals owner's equity.
Yeah. Get some of that EBITDA going.
Right.
Yeah.
So you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now this is where college helped me. Essex County College, because now I'm taking basic freshman classes. I'm learning about the brain and the limbic system, right? Because the limbic system is, right, we have this outer neocortex of our brain, which allows us to analyze, synthesize, and evaluate.
Yeah.
But it's the emotional. So they lied to me because they told me everything was business, but scientifically, it's all fucking personal.
Facts.
Because when my emotions get triggered, when I'm excited, when I love you, when I support you, when you my man, I'll fucking damn near die for you.
That's a fact.
I'm loyal as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's all emotion. Yeah. So now I'm in the business world and I'm realizing I'm in these rooms now as my career started to advance with these white people who really had a ceiling over my head. And every time I hit my head on that ceiling, I would get pissed and I didn't understand emotional intelligence because I'm thinking that it's just business, but now I know it's personal. Yeah. So by me learning about how our brains work scientifically and everything is core, everything is stored in the limbic system, which is the foundation of our brain.
100%.
The outer cortex, the neocortex is how I'm making all these analytical decisions, which is why I can struggle with reading, but I know the shit out of a fucking balance sheet. Yeah. Statement of cash flow. Yeah. Right? Income statement. Yeah. Right? So now, and I got this vision as an entrepreneur that I could see what this block could be. We start buying up these properties. Right? If I see this restaurant, this empty restaurant, look like a hole in the wall, that's not what I see. Yeah. Right? So that's kind of how, you know, it kind of evolved into being able to, one, be mature, not throw these temper tantrums when things didn't go my way. Yeah. I'm 30 years old. I'm still allowing my emotions to get out of control, get the best of me. Yeah. And, you know, now I'm raising and influencing 3 sons. Damn. And a daughter. Yeah. So it's college help. So again, the bottom line is I started looking at where did I get this skill from? Mm-hmm. Where did I get? And I said, oh, shit, I got that from my dad. Like, oh, I got this from my mother. Oh, my Aunt Frida. I stole this from my Aunt Frida. Oh, I stole this from Uncle Don. Because remember earlier I told you, like, if I meet you, I'm going to steal some of your, you know what I mean? Like, what I like about it, even if it's your vocabulary.
Understood.
Right? It's like, damn, man, he said some eloquent shit, you know, like, all right, let me go, I'm going to look that up. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm going to incorporate that into my DNA, into my presentation. And so that's, we all learn and feed off of each other. And it makes for us to be better us.
Understood. Nah, it's a fact. It's funny. I've spoken to a lot of dads on here, and most, if not all, have all attributed paying attention to their children being like the impetus to like checking themselves. I know for me, I've said it on here. Y'all heard me say this plenty of times. My oldest son, that's what it was for me. I never was really a knucklehead. I grew up in the church from birth to like 10, 11. We practiced Islam. My pops got locked up. My mom's, you know, she got clean. Shout out to my mom. She been clean for, I want to say 40 years now.
Nice.
35 years.
Nice.
And there was a certain level of when I recognized that I would have to lead by example, that it made me evaluate myself. It made me look at myself from a different perspective. There's a lot of things that I was just on the phone yesterday with my mother and my brother, and the topic of corporal punishment came up. And I don't believe in it. With my oldest son, I didn't know better. With my daughter and my youngest son, the thought of being emotionally unstable enough where I can justify being emotionally out of control to whoop my kid, it just made me look at it like, how am I showing a different example if I'm not in control of my emotions in this moment because I'm angry or I'm frustrated or whatever I'm feeling that's causing me to approach my kid in a certain kind of way. Right. To each their own. But for me, I just feel like, what example am I setting for my kids if I can justify being emotionally unbalanced with one of them things that on some cognitive dissonance, my kid is like, wait a minute, you said you love me, but you just kicked my fucking ass. It changed. So it was like with my son, it changed. With my daughter, it changed more. Because now this is the first woman that I have a relationship with. It's not based on sex. It's not based on romantic involvement. It's not based on nothing other than I get to know this young lady as a young lady,
yeah.
as a person,
yeah.
not as, you know, a conquest.
Yeah.
And with my youngest son, it was like, nah, if I say what I say,
yeah.
standing on business, it got to be that.
Absolutely.
Because with my oldest son, man, I've sold my oldest son a bill of goods more times than I can count. Just getting it, chasing money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be at your game, and then I can't come to the game. Yeah, I'll be there to pick you up Saturday, and I can't pick him up Saturday. I can pick him up Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit different for me because I had custody of my son until he was like maybe 12 or something like that.
Okay.
So the first 12 years, I had to stand on business. It wasn't
right.
I'm about to go hang out with the homies. I didn't have that luxury.
Right.
But with my youngest son, it was like he kind of anchored in the second phase of my maturation.
Yeah.
It was like, nah, bro, being emotionally stable, being a place where my kids, it's a soft place for my kids to land.
Yeah.
Regardless if, like you said, I'm going to talk shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to check you. I'm going to say whatever I need to say.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, you know for a fact, I got you.
It's love.
Rain, sleet, hell, snow, hot water, and all.
It's love.
I got you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You had said something in regards to your era versus my era. Well, not your era versus my era, but the fact that you grew up in an era that's very close to the slavery mindset.
Yep.
What are some things that you see are lacking in the generation of men nowadays? Or do you see anything that's lacking in the generation of men nowadays?
Yeah, you know, it's hard to say without passing judgment.
Understood.
Right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I am my brother's keeper, but I'm not going to pass judgment on him.
Yeah.
So, and everybody's circumstances are different.
Understood.
But, you know, I just, you know, the newer generation, they have access to more information.
Mm-hmm.
And I would, you know, and again, not necessarily your generation, but the generation after you.
Understood.
You know, I just pray that, you know, they don't lose sight of all of the hard work and dedication and sacrifices that were made not long ago, and in my father's generation.
Yeah. Understood.
Right? 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
Don't even look at a white man. Don't even look at a white woman. Don't drink from that water fountain.
Yeah.
Like, if you really just sit down and think about how it would be if you had to grow up in the Jim Crow era. Like,
yeah,
you can't, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I probably would have got lynched.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. But, you know, it also depends on our tempers, our attitudes, because, well, you know, you don't know what you don't know though either.
True. That's a fact.
Right?
That's a fact.
So if my father, he grew up in the North, but when he was stationed in the Army, they put him he was stationed in the South. He was like, he didn't even leave the base, bro.
Yeah.
He said, I never left the base because I didn't even want it.
I don't want no problem.
He said, I went downtown once and like, boy, he just wasn't, even just coming from the North, he wasn't used to white men talking to him that way. Mm-hmm. So he didn't put himself in that situation.
Yeah.
So, it was like, all right, well, can you be smart about it? Can you be strategic about what we're trying to accomplish? So I just hope that the next generation will be able to not only be strategically intelligent with the emotions, love on our sisters.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
The hardest, I don't debate anybody, the toughest thing to be in America ever since America was created was a black woman. Couldn't have a credit card. My mom couldn't even have a credit card. My mom could not own a house.
Damn.
Right? We're talking in the 70s.
Yeah, I'm saying this is mad recent.
Bro, you know what I mean? Like, if a husband had benefits and died, like, sometimes the wife didn't even get the benefits. Like the rights of a black woman. Yeah, man, it was if he didn't have his will laid out, it was tough to be my mother.
Yeah.
Who I just buried 2 years ago. You know what I mean? So, and her sisters, and so to be a black woman in America is like the most difficult thing to do. So I'm hoping that us as black men, we recognize that.
Yeah.
Like that, our number one priority, and I tell my sons as well, like, if you ever have to choose between me and your mother, I expect you to choose your mother.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I expect you to, don't love anyone more than you love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you have to understand that a black woman is a precious thing.
Yeah.
And your sister is a precious thing, and your neighbor, and it ain't always about sex.
Yeah.
And it's just our responsibility. So that's what I'm hoping that the next generation understands, the history.
Yeah.
And empathy, right?
Yeah.
Sympathy and empathy is two different things. 100%. Empathetic is putting yourself in that person's situation.
Fact.
And knowing that they had limitations. When I was in high school, they wanted girls to be secretaries, man. You know what I mean? Like, you had to learn how to type. Yeah, it's like, and I know some smart women, man.
Facts.
They could have been engineers.
That's a fact.
But that wasn't an option in the 70s and the 80s, and even sometime in the 90s. So, understanding that, our role and responsibility as grown ass men, right? Grown as man shit. And we got to take it serious. It's a big responsibility. We need to put that peer pressure on each other.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna put that peer pressure on the next generation for sure, because I need you to respect my mama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
I need you to respect
Facts.
the black woman where we all come from.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts. They're not bitches and hoes.
Grown ass man shit.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you mentioned a lot, but you mentioned being in the restaurant business.
Yeah.
How much of this ideology, outlook, perspective, how do you infuse that in the life of an entrepreneur?
Yeah. So, I mean, we're my generation was programmed to be consumers. Right?
Yeah.
I'm a chef by trade, which is nothing more than, right, it's a blue collar, right? I went to Culinary Institute of America, which is the #1 school in the country. Mm-hmm. I got a master's degree and 2 undergraduate degrees. I got 35 years worth of experience, and it all started from a trade, right? Yeah. So plumbing, electricians, right? Yeah. Carpenters, cooks, right? Literally in the Navy, which I went into, not when I went in, but only thing a black man could be in the Navy prior to my dad's generation was a cook.
Really?
It was it. So then when they got out, and the last thing they wanted their kids to be was cooks, right? Right. So that next generation, because they were domestic workers until the mid 70s, early 70s. Okay. So chef wasn't a profession. It was domestic work.
Really?
Right. So you go back in the history, and you start thinking about, Thomas Jefferson, the slaves, the enslaved Africans that worked in the White House were chefs. Yeah. Right. And some of them even sent back to France to learn classical French techniques that I learned at the Culinary Institute of America. So James Hemings, Sally Hemings' brother, was one of those that we recognize as one of the first black chefs. So, now I come along, and in my generation, it becomes a profession. Yeah. But at that point in time, in the late 80s, they were importing white chefs. I worked for Gerard Pangot, who came over from France. They were importing these chefs from Italy. Yeah. Because in the hotels at that point and larger restaurants was all black cooks, chefs. They didn't call them chefs. So then the new generation, I'm the new generation of chefs. Now we go to these high-end culinary schools, $150,000 degrees and shit, and we come out and we classically French train. I studied in France, La Rochelle, France. You know, went to Bordeaux, milked goats and made goat cheese and shit. You know, and I come back to the United States, line cook sous chef, executive chef, and you know, had white people tell me they would never hire a black chef.
Yeah.
This is before the Food Network. So the ability to now say, okay, I'll get mad.
Yeah.
Right? The High Lawn Pavilion up in West Orange.
Yeah.
They didn't have any black servers.
Yeah.
They didn't have any black bartenders.
Damn.
We were blacks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And when I felt like I was ready to be the executive chef, they did about $7 million a year, catering upstairs, about $3.5 million, another $3 million downstairs a la carte. And the position came available. They told me that I wasn't ready, even though I already knew I was running the place.
Yeah.
And I knew what the business side looked like and felt like from a culinary point of view.
Yeah.
I walked out. That was one of those jobs that, you know what I mean? Like, I fuck all y'all up. Fuck y'all. Call them a bunch
Come outside.
Yeah,
Take
man.
off the fucking apron.
Call them a bunch of damn names, you know what I mean? But I went back to school. That was because I didn't have my bachelor's at the time.
Yeah.
Only had the associates. So that was the catalyst to say, you know what? Fuck that. I can't put my life in another man's hands.
Man.
I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, now as an entrepreneur, as a restaurateur, as I said earlier, you know, like my purpose is to create jobs, open up more restaurants, to create more jobs, and to mentor more people of any. It doesn't really matter about the nationality. It really doesn't. Because in my kitchen now, I have Filipinos, I have Spanish, I have South Americans.
You got a nice plethora of individuals working for you. Yeah.
So
it's dope.
That's and that's our role. That's our responsibility as leaders, is to build our own businesses in our own communities. I seen gentrification happen in Brooklyn. I seen it happen in Harlem because, you know, those are all, as a restaurant consultant, Sylvia's, Boulevard Bistro, Sette Pani, Harlem Hops. Yeah. Those are all my restaurant consulting clients.
Yeah.
So there's less black-owned restaurants in Harlem now than there ever was.
That's nuts. Considering one of the most prolific times to be black, the Harlem Renaissance was black. Yeah. It wasn't like that was our thing. Yeah. That was our culture. That was where the cuisine and the dance and the style and all of that came from.
Absolutely.
That's nuts.
It is.
That's nuts.
It is. So I'm on a mission to turn Newark into a culinary destination city. Like
we need it.
That's my purpose. You know, like there's others, you know, Melba's coming and there's other restaurateurs that are coming to Newark as well. And there's others that are already here that have been holding it down.
It's a fact.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I love Newark. Kids born and raised here, Beth Israel, Technology High School, Science Park High School, Ridge Street Elementary School. Shout out to the North Ward. But now it's my job is to create these enterprises, these restaurants, anything from a sandwich shop to a fine dining and everything in between. Yeah. And you know, if I could be part of that, it would be my honor to give that to the city of Newark, to the county of Essex, and inspire others to come. Yeah. And build their restaurants here, all types of cuisines, right? All types of ethnicities, and really make it a food destination city. So I'm out here on faith. We spent a lot of money on these restaurants so far. We don't see profits yet, but we are creating jobs. We're employing our people in our community, and we're going to be part of this growth for the city of Newark. We're not going to sit idle back, you know, and watch gentrification happen around us. Like we're going to
city. What you
mean?
We're
going to participate. Absolutely. I remember I was at the Hotline when I bought my house. That was 35, 40 years ago, and you know we're still here, and we ain't going nowhere. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
It's amazing when you hear somebody like not just pro-black but proud to be black. Like that's my version of pro-black is proud
that's
black.
It.
And when you hear somebody who's not black, you know, they could be Indian, white, whatever, Italian, Polish, whatever. When they talk about their ethnicity, it's like it's never really frowned upon. It's like, oh man, he's happy to be Italian. He's happy to be Polish.
Absolutely.
But when you talk about being proud to be black, it's always looked at like why are you proud to be?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I feel like we're the seasoning.
Yep.
Like, to be honest, like I feel like without black culture, black representation, there is no seasoning. It's just bland. It's not to say that other ethnicities don't add to the game, but I feel like it's not with the same flair, it's not with the same intensity, it's not with the same passion. And when you do look around, you could see the difference. You could see the difference between the battery in the machine versus when the battery not in the machine no more.
Absolutely.
So it's like you could gentrify all you want and all of that, but the seasoning and the secret sauce is always going to lie with us.
Absolutely.
I really do believe that.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
And gentrification is progress.
100%.
And I'm okay with progress.
Yeah, 100%.
I just don't want to be in a neighborhood. You don't want me in your neighborhood. You don't want my kids to be with your kids. And if the kids do kid shit and they just happen to get in a fight, it's not two kids fighting. It's a black kid and a white kid fighting.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I never wanted that for my kids.
That's trash.
You know, I wanted them to see black teachers and black firemen and black police officers and black councilmen and black mayors. You know, like, so, you know, that was important to me.
Yeah.
And I feel comfortable. For the most part, black folks, we don't bother people, man. We actually, we're not maniacal. We're not sinister. We don't think evil type shit. Like,
like smallpox. We're not gonna put it in people's kill all the buffaloes so that nobody can't eat and starve them out.
You welcome here. You welcome in my neighborhood. It's cool, but like I don't. So at any rate, that's it's been a crazy journey, and I'm happy for where the city is now.
Yeah.
I remember my man Marshall Cooper, bro. He was an administrator with the city planning department, and he was telling me how he grew up in the West Ward, and when they built 78, it just came right through his neighborhood. He said it devastated him. He always went back to school, got a master's in city planning. And I remember I was before the Prudential Arena was here, before New Jersey Pack was here.
Yeah,
Marshall Cooper was that guy, and he's a North Ward cat as well. And so I just I pay homage to him. Actually, if you come to the restaurant, they got that collage of all the Jersey legends. Yeah, you'll see Marshall's face up in there because that was my guy. He was talking to me about his vision for the city of Newark. And that was 35 years ago when our kids was just playing Little League baseball over at in Branchwood Park. Yeah, that's how we met because our kids was playing baseball together. So guys like that inspire me, right? So we live in and we carrying the legacy and the torch from Marshall Cooper and others like Marshall Cooper, who believed in our communities. And so that's where I'm at with it. So my restaurants are coming. One is Just Delicious. We're at 214 Market Street. The other is Alatante. It's an Italian-style restaurant. And I get people coming like, this black man doing with an Italian restaurant. I'm fucking classically French trained. Like, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, just wait till my French restaurant opens up. As if I'm only supposed to do what? Open up a soul food restaurant? Like, really? Like, that's what you think? So we have Alatante's, Italian, classic Italian. We got 100% veal meatballs because we have a large Muslim population here, so we don't put any pork in our meatballs. Like the classic Italian recipes call for. The gravy, the Sunday gravy, we don't put we don't put pork in that. We do have some items that you can get with the pancetta in it. But we clear we're clear about that on the menu. We don't mix any beef and pork on our grill. So that's Alatante at 212, and then Just Delicious sandwiches, slices, and shakes. We got the killer cheesesteaks and the chicken.
OD. Yeah, he's not lying about the cheesesteaks. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't eat beef like that.
Yeah,
I don't. This is a choice that I made 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But when I say, they was like, nah, yo, try the cheesesteak. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try the cheese. The donuts is fire too.
Donuts is killer. Yeah, everything is chef driven. Even just something. That's what the thing about me is, I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the menu, right? So even if we're gonna do that, right, we're gonna do a kick ass. We toast the bread. It's buttered up. Toast. It's triple layers, 3 layers of bread. It's peanut butter. It's a special jam and preserve that we put on it. Yeah, we got our secret sauce on our cheeseburger. Yeah, the donuts come fresh out the oil, even though my machine is down right now. But depends on when this airs. Yeah. And ice cream, milkshakes, everything's chef driven. Yeah. Even the cheese. I got a grilled cheese sandwich. So whatever we do, just do it to the best of our ability. Yeah. That's the chef in me. You know what I mean? So, and that's why we want to bring that quality of eating and drinking establishments to the city. Yeah. So it's not just fast food. And, I no shit on fast food, but we got real food. Yeah. Nothing on my menu has more than 6 ingredients in it.
What was what made you stand on that? Like, I want it to be taste great and filling and also not full of a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, because as a chef, that's just the way we're trained. Yeah. Right? I mean, if you start with quality raw ingredients, if I'm buying extra virgin olive oil, right? I'm buying arugula, I'm buying buffalo mozzarella, I'm buying heirloom tomatoes. Like, we live in the Garden State. Yeah. So, whenever I can get fresh Jersey produce, just don't fuck it up. Yeah. Right? Yeah, you ready?
It's a fact.
Cook it properly.
Yeah.
Don't cover it with a whole bunch of sauce. Yeah. You know what I mean? It still should taste like corn. It still should taste like asparagus. Yeah. It still should taste like broccoli. It still should taste like whatever it is. But yeah, we're going to enhance it a little bit with whatever sauce and our own little secret recipes, and we're going to put our touch on it. Yeah. But for the most part, pizza, I'm using Caputo flour. It's 00 flour from Italy. Right? Yeah. It's but pizza dough is only 4 ingredients. It's salt, olive oil, water, flour. Yeah. This is it. It's fucking, right? So, fresh plum tomatoes, tomato sauce, garlic, basil. It's really not that complicated. But when you allow those flavors to come through, right? When you cook it properly, you season it, you marinate the veal, the chicken, you're breading it properly. Yeah. It's just good food, because hospitality is the one thing that transcends all cultural and linguistic barriers.
That's a fact.
So all I'm trying to do is create an environment. Fuck outside. When you come inside Alicante, I don't care about your color. I don't care about your fucking religion, denomination. Yeah. I don't care about your political affiliation. Yeah. We're going to break bread. Yeah. Can we just break bread together for an hour and a half over good food, good hospitality, and good conversation? Yeah. When you walk back outside, you can be a Republican. You can be a Democrat. You can be whatever the fuck you want, man. But in here, it's hospitality.
That's a fact.
Those are the types of organizations and restaurants that I'm opening. Yeah. You want a good kick-ass sandwich? Fuck your diet right now for a day or so. You want to cheat? Get you some good ice cream, a nice milkshake. Come see me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then when you go back outside, go to the gym, work it off, or go back to your, political affiliation. But for the most part, I'm in the hospitality business. Yeah. And I'm going to be hospitable. And the most respectful thing we can do is break bread together as human beings.
That's a fact.
And treat each other as human beings, regardless of race, color, creed, or financial status. Or how rich you think you are. Yeah. Because a lot of these motherfuckers think they got money, but they ain't got no money. They're only 6 months away from fucking being negative cash flow. That's a fact. Myself included.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? But that's why we out here on faith, and so at any rate.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that too. Because there's a lot of places that aren't. I feel like hospitality is like a dying art. Yeah. Especially in the restaurant business. You pull up to an establishment, the person that's taking your order, they on the phone, or they don't know the menu items, or there's no level of, we appreciate your business. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I feel like that's a dying art form. Yeah. And I'm glad to see that that's like the driving engine behind what you putting your name on, what you putting the Wallace name on.
Yep. Yeah. 100%.
So we are definitely, This was chock full of a lot of gems, man. For real. And I really do appreciate you pulling up. To know that there's older black men that are holding a torch, being a beacon to younger black men to gravitate toward. That shit really means a lot. It's not something that I feel like should be overlooked or glossed over.
Yeah.
I definitely want to give you your flowers now.
Thank you.
Being a live legend as opposed to being a dead legend that people say, oh, man, he was. No, he is.
Right.
And I appreciate you for that.
No doubt.
So
thank you for having me.
If there's any important words of wisdom, what to look out for, I know you dropped a lot of stuff in there, but if you want to reiterate anything, please do that.
Yeah, I mean, I tell the city of Newark, the county of Essex, we need support downtown because, especially on the restaurants.
Yeah.
You see grand openings, grand closings all the time.
All the time.
And we got to think about coming downtown to eat. I know sometimes we go either West Orange, Montclair, Hoboken, Jersey City. You gotta read, but Tops is busy all the time. I'm not hating on Tops, you know what I mean?
It's a fact.
It's my friends over there, actually. He was my student at the New York Restaurant School, the owners. But you gotta think about coming downtown, people. Please come support us. We're open, Wednesday through Sunday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. We do a Sunday and Saturday brunch. This is at Alatante, 212 Market Street, which was the former Mikado Pizza location.
Yeah.
Right? And then we took next door over as well with Novelty Burger. We have the sandwich shop, the Just Delicious. Yeah. But I can tell you right now, man, there's days when I'm scared because we're just not seeing the volume. But I'm seeing them run in and out of Pizza Hut down the street, you know what I mean? And come get a pizza, come get a slice from me. Yeah. Come get a pie from me.
Y'all got a good deal. Y'all got a good deal, man. We 1 to 5 every day.
Absolutely.
2 slices.
$2 slices.
Yeah.
We did that for the high school students.
Yeah.
And when they get out of school, come down and get a slice. So, we're asking the city and the county to spread the word about Alatante and Just Delicious. And it's just going to help the city as a whole because if the restaurants can't survive, it's a lot of vacancies downtown now.
That's a fact.
Still are. We got a long way to go. We're turning the corner, but we're not there yet. And we need people to come down and support everything that's over on Halsey Street, what Audible's doing over there on that side of Raymond Boulevard.
The pillars and all that.
The pillars is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Go check out the pillars. 10 June over there. So please come out, support these restaurants and these businesses downtown Newark. Park people always complain about parking, but every town and every city's got parking challenges.
That's a fact.
Come on, man. You go to Montclair, you go to Jersey City, you go to Hoboken.
You're driving around.
You're driving around. So,
park somewhere and catch an Uber.
That's it. I mean, there's Edison Parking's right there.
Yeah.
Shout out Edison Parking. We know we love those guys, and it's not expensive to park. If there's an event, that's something different. But when there's no event, it's $12. Yeah. Just incorporate that. So if you're going to a show at the Prudential Arena, we're right there at the Prudential Arena, Alatante. So come have dinner with me, go to a show, and or go to a game, hockey game, Seton Hall, whatever the case may be. But please come check us out. Alatante, 212 Market Street, and Just Delicious, 214 Market Street. Owned by yours truly, Jason Wallace, the restaurant scientist.
Man, that's my guy, man. Please support. Man, everybody be talking shit about black business and, the prices be crazy or the services. You have somebody who's like merged the two in a very, very classy way, in a very classical way. And I'm a foodie. I'm not going to support a place where the food is trash. And I can tell you the food is amazing. So please support my guy. And thank you for supporting me. You know what I'm saying? I know this isn't technically a black business, but this is a platform by me. This is a black studio by us, and we appreciate y'all. So don't forget to hit the like, share, and comment. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit us up on the email, too. Y'all been slacking on the emails. grownmanshitpodcast@gmail.com. Once again, grownmanshitpodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, I'm Baith. That's Jason. And man, we out. Peace.